Hello and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm your host, Marty McDonald. Joined as always by my good friends Abe Whitman and Walter Davis.
It's nice to be here.
All right. Before we get this one started, I just need to address the elephant in the room. I understand that it is scary when people like us, bold, visionary men, disappear. I assure you, this is not some plot by the local government to shut us down, to silence us. Even if it was, didn't work, because we're back. And I say now, we disavow the last few weeks of whatever Reasonable Men stuff has been co-opted with our name, including this weird, boring side project that Marty has going that no one likes and no one wants to talk about. So we're going to move on past that because we're back now. We're back. We're back, baby! We're back! We're ready! We're ready for you, Shrewsbury. Marty, take it away.
You may remember that a few weeks ago, we made the rather bold decision to feature politics on our show, prompting a slew of negative criticism, saying that we were ill-informed. Well, tonight, we make an even bolder decision. You may recall, as our dedicated disciples, that we demanded Shrewsbury leaders to step up, and someone finally has. A new man to shepherd us into the light. Please welcome Shrewsbury's future mayor, Paul Tremblay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Tonight, you guys at home are going to have the chance to meet the new candidate. You're going to learn about his policies, his ethics, and tonight he may even respond to some of your your email.
And for those of you out there who think that Reasonable Men does not have the power to institute a mayor, you are correct. However, we, the people, we do have the power. Take to the streets! Burn it all down! Burn the town hall down! Burn the fucking school down! Library! If you do not put this man in power, the most beautiful, reasonable man that my virgin eyes have ever set eyes upon, then I will constitute it as nothing less than a molestation of government. How would you describe yourself, Paul?
You can say I'm trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, brave, thrifty, clean, and reverent. I am here to clean up this town and transform it into a city. Okay. It's good to be the king.
Great. Let's just jump into the policy questions. Policies. Just talk to me about policies, please.
You want the Schindler's List? The top 3. 1 is sweeping homeschool reform. 2, burn your trash on Sundays from 3 to 6 in your driveway for everyone to see and admire. 3, Shrewsbury license holders can write or email a moving or parking violation as long as you have the proper video documentation. It's so-called self-policing.
You know, I think that would be a huge help. We've been saying things like that on this show for years. You know,
We've all heard about the looming price hike of trash bags. What's your plan to squash wasteful waste spending?
Number 2 point of my campaign is burn your trash 3 to 6 on Sundays. Hell, you can toast marshmallows, have s'mores, yummy yummy in your tummy, and one will be able to tell who is the most well-off in town by the size of their fire.
Would you come out in support of, open dumping?
Obviously, I support open dumping.
Going off the topic of trash, let's talk about that new Beale school, right? How are you going to deal with that?
Number 1 talking point and my number 1 issue of my campaign. It costs about $40,000 per year per student to educate them. Fuck them. Okay. Stay the hell home. Yeah. Homeschooling for anyone who's got a GPA of less than 3.5. They're just leeching off our tax dollars.
Bold. I like it, but being bold makes enemies.
It really does. You know,
Okay,
it reminds
Walter,
me of
speak when spoken to. Got it? Good. Anyway, let's say you get this. You understand that we've made some enemies in high places, right? People we hope that you will make disappear. But what are your ideas for protecting our free speech on this show?
A free N-word pass. Good once a week.
Okay, that is a good start, but for us specifically. We've been attacked everywhere. The public access TV station has been impersonating us. They've been using our name, using our identities. They have been slandering us with the way they edit this show. You might as well call the SMC the sold to media conglomerates.
As mayor, this will not be a problem. You know the Army Reserve Unit on Plantation Road?
Yeah.
I've got the keys. Enough said about that.
So free speech will be protected with force.
Let's go back and talk about powerful enemies. Shrewsbury is a pretty affluent town, right? So if someone threaten those at the top, they will do anything, I mean anything, to remain in power. What I guess I'm getting at here is, do you think that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
I'd like to know what the going rate for a hit is, so to speak, especially in the joint. His death raises a lot of serious questions.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, we here at Reasonable Men get a lot of mail, and should you be so willing, wondered if you'd be willing to answer some of the email and hater mail.
Sounds good. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Is this a confession?
More like an expose on the idiocy of Shrewsbury, but okay.
All right, let's start with Sharon, who asks, what are your thoughts on vaccines? My husband vaccinated my kids against my wishes. Are they in danger? Paul?
Vax away. I love the pressure and anxiety that comes with this issue. The fear factor, so to speak. Yes, your children are in danger. You're in danger. Your family's in danger. The only way we can stop this is take all those pro-vaxxers and their children, throw them in a sack, and fling them into Lake Quincy.
Okay, we're going to move on. As mayor, Paul, you'll have to return us to a simpler time, a time where kids weren't so, confused. How would you help this man who emailed us not too long ago after our first episode? Dear Mr. Whitman, Mr. Davis, and Mr. McDonald, I hope this email finds you well. I am writing to you because I suspect my son is gay. He just turned 14. Tonight I found him painting his nails like a girl would. Jesus. I told him to clean that shit off, that he won't ever get a girlfriend that way. He told me he doesn't want a girlfriend anyway. So I asked him, what are you, gay? He said no and then slammed the door on me. It's a rule to not slam doors in our house, especially when a parent is talking to you, so I marched down the hall and opened the door to yell at him again, and I found him in tears like a baby. I told him to man up and stop slamming doors. Good on you. Hopefully he'll listen, but if he doesn't, what would be your advice?
He's a disgrace to the male gender.
There we go.
Put him in a closet and let him starve.
It's a good idea. Not all parents are going to be up for that sort of idea, and we don't want these confused kids who can't get women. They'll start being rebellious again, right? So, for example, speaking of rebellion, we got this email not too long ago. Hey, gents, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Harry. Harry Knits, to be exact, okay? Every girl I talk to shuts me down. Why is that? I talk to her, and just when I think it's okay, I kiss her, but every time it ends the same way. Disappointment. Like you said, men have to assert their dominance, yes? So I'll usually react by screaming or throwing something to show that I am an alpha male. That's good. As opposed to all the quiet betas around me who don't do anything. You have all managed to score a woman for yourself. How did you do it? Regards, Mr. Knits. How about you help kids like Harry before they succumb to their unnatural desires?
Ever see the movie Clockwork Orange?
A while ago, yeah.
Strap them to a chair, tape their eyes wide open. Have them watch straight virtual reality porn. Rinse and repeat as needed.
Wait, straight porn? Isn't that a little risky? What if they focus on the, junk?
What would you suggest? I mean, lesbian porn? That's gay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Come on. I'll move on. Okay, another thing about these kids. Another thing. They're misguided about climate change, whatever that is. Case in point, this autistic email we received. It's in all caps, so brace yourself. Climate change is not a political issue. Stop making it one. Your comments make me want to French kiss razor wire. Please do. Holy shit. It's a paper straw. If it upsets you that much, just drink straight from the cup. What do you need a straw for anyways? You need that much practice for blowing the fossil fuel executive. Sincerely a concerned citizen. Jesus Christ. What is your climate policy, Paul?
Every home gets a chia pet to water and watch grow. You can even use your clapper. Clap on, clap off. And you can watch it grow hair.
That is a good way to replace all that oxygen that millennials use up.
Paul, we're fairly certain that 90% of these emails we receive are actually from, millennials, Gen Zers, all that sort of riffraff. Now, they think they're all Einstein, when you can tell, reading it, they don't know jack shit. For example, we got this one. Salutations, reasonable men. I felt the desire to inform you that your television program is factually fraudulent and intellectually inept. Your notions on an array of topics from politics to adolescence make me physically ill. Please locate help for your apparent disabilities. Sorry, did you not understand that? As an intellectual, IQ of 135. Okay. I have trouble communicating with lower life forms such as yourself. Allow me to translate. Hi, reasonable men. I have issues with your TV show. Formally, Garrett. All right, first of all, eat shit, Garrett. Second of all, Paul, how will you make sure that kids like this actually get smart rather than act like it? I mean, how will you fix this clearly broken education system?
Everyone's going to learn the swinging alphabet in the now free preschool program.
Okay, that's great. Paul, I want your response to people who question bold men such as ourselves. We have an email here. Scroll down a little more. Thank you, Marty. I will pray for you. Jesus Christ saves. Please embrace him now and ask for his forgiveness for your sins. To them I say, I will not stand down! Not while Shrewsbury is being crucified on its cross of the library!
I'd like to continue reading some of these mails just for kicks. Great show, bad language. Hello, reasonable men. I just wanted to say that I absolutely love your show. Finally, someone to say it like it is. My only concern is that your language is very inappropriate, and I feel uncomfortable showing my kids it. Surely you can replace a fuck with a heck. I think that's a good compromise. Overall, it's very informative, but I just wish you could tone it down a little bit. I wish you all the best, Karen. Thank you, Karen.
All right.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Karen, I mean, it's a fair point. It's a fair point, and I think I have a special response for you. I want you to sit down. I want you to get your kids, get them seated next to you, because I think we all need to hear this message. All right? Eat shit. All of you eat shit. You can't handle it. Can't handle the heat. Get the fuck out of the kitchen, Karen, and take your dumbass kids with you. Okay? We talk like men. We talk like reasonable men. We talk the way people talk, Karen. All right? You want to clutch your pearls? Do it somewhere fucking else, because we don't care. We're going to talk the way we were born to talk, the way we're meant to talk, the way that men talk, Karen. You get it? You get it? Love, Abe.
Eloquently put.
Don't touch me.
Let's move on. This one says, your is show very bad, insulting. Hope fire burns you hell die.
It's a good one. It's really coherent. I can tell it probably came from the township committee, because they probably took about 3 hours to put that one together.
Yeah.
Geniuses. Oh.
This has been another episode of Reasonable Men. I'm Marty McDonald, your host. We'll see you next week. Good night.